Hello everyone, my name is Tisra and welcome back to American Civil War mode for Empire Total War playing as the Union. And we are about to enter the battle I promised you from last part. So let's get to it. It's a beautiful day for a battle. And a beautiful day for a lot of artillery. So, let's try to actually use some of the range we have with these guys and not place them up in front. And I seem to remember that these guys fire at a bit of an arc. So I really hope that, because if I'm wrong, I'm pretty much devastated. Well, this will be interesting. So, I have the main line here, and I have all of the Iron Brigade to go and outflank that. Could have had them here, but meh. So, end the deployment, and enter the battlefield. So, how is your firing arc? Well, decent. At least not hitting any of my guys. Barely, but still. And it's raining shells. Hallelujah. It's raining shells. So, Iron Brigade, move forward. And move into a favorable position in the middle. Up on the hill, in the forest. Of course, here comes the cavalry. That might be an issue. We'll see. I guess we can have these guys here. And they should be ready to hit the Confederate cavalry then. Actually, let's have them more like right there, so they are more guaranteed to actually be able to hit that. Or I could just place the trick at attack order. I could also do that. There we go. That should do the trick. Well, apparently not immediately, but eventually. We will be able to deal them a blow. And actually, they haven't killed a single unit that they charged. That's interesting. Anyway, we have a battle on our hands in the middle. And we got absolutely shredded by artillery? Or was it just pure infantry? Might have been. But that was the regular. And the bucktails were not enough to keep them moralized. And yes, they lost 160 men in an instant, so it's quite understandable. And that left a huge gap right in my line. But the 20th main is right there to try to keep everything under control. Speaking of control, this cavalry charge has been put under control, and the Iron Brigade is ready to be used. Just in time actually, because these guys are slightly outflanking me. So let's try to stop that. Also, these guys returned. Okay, instead of having them actually return there, let's send them on outflanking duty. Also, these guys, are they firing? Yes, they are, but they are highly unorganized, so almost look like they wouldn't fire. Thankfully, I was wrong. So, I guess we can push up with these guys as well. Yeah, and this hole right here is not really that huge of a problem, apparently. They're not trying to exploit it. But right here, this is a problem. Because of the reasons I said. I am about to be outflanked here. Of course, not that huge of a problem, because I have the reinforcements. But it's still potentially an issue. Also, they're trying to go straight through. And these guys routed. Well. Okay, these guys have been routed. Push forward and get onto the top of the hill. So we are on equal ground with these guys, but they ran away. Also, I think I'm hitting my own troops. I'm not positive, but I think I am. Yeah, like this Union troop right here. Look how far forward he is. I think he has been hit by artillery. My artillery, that is. And that is why I'll silence the guns. And these guys have seriously pushed a hole. Oh. Yes, they definitely have broken through in the middle right there. Okay, Iron Brigade, save me. And also, Pennsylvania Bucktails, hold the position, and you'll save the day. Oh. Yeah, I definitely can't see why they are wavering. Well, they are not routing yet, and they did manage to get off a volley, so they have at least done something. Meanwhile, push up with these guys because they are keep on winning, and the enemy is giving ground. But some of them are returning. The Irish Brigade, for instance, with their blue headbands on their hats. Yeah. So, artillery position. All that remains are howitzers. 12-pounder howitzers, which are not firing. So, so yeah, the battle looks fairly won. Well, there was really no doubt that I would win the battle. It was just a question of how many troops I would have to call in as reinforcements. And apparently the answer is none. I won the battle with what I had. And when what you have involves a lot of artillery, that makes matter even easier. Okay, the Irish Brigade is doing some work, as I've said previously. Actually, you guys can start outflanking that. The Zouaves go on the frontal assault, and the Bucktails go on another outflanking maneuver. Oh, you were running. There we go. That all should be under control. And with artillery to help us out, should be no stress. So, how goes the center? Pretty well, actually. The final unit has been routed, and all that remains is this unit right here. Right? None of them has returned yet. Only one artillery battery in range. Actually, let's silence the artillery, because this is going to be a danger close. So, run forward and try to get a few shots off quickly before any units return from the rout. And there we go. I think I won the battle. And there we go. Battle has ended. Definitely not heroic. I do not agree with that. Seeing that I outnumber them with 10,000 troops. So, yeah. Anyway, we definitely did take a lot of casualties for different reasons. But we didn't need any reinforcements. So, these guys are not done yet. But I believe that this army will be perfectly able to take them out. And indeed they were. So, replenish them and move them down here towards the border with Texas. Yeehaw! So, this is the army that was damaged. Let's replenish them. And they should be ready in 2 turns, I believe. Also, move up these guys, but not that far that they will not be supported. There we go, they should be supported then. And how's the work going on here? Pretty well. Will I be able to? No, not yet. But this is not my final form, right? No. So I think after this I will be able to recruit, like when the next level is done, I will be able to recruit Gatling guns, which will be exciting to use if I get the chance. I don't know how fast the rest of the Confederates will fall. But right now it appears to be only a question of time. El Paso. Raided. And they are retreating. Oh well. If you think that's a good tactic, be my guest. And we should be ready for a huge battle here pretty soon. Yeah. We have a lot of money, but do we want to spend it immediately or do we want to save it up? Yeah. We can afford to do this a bit. Actually, I'd rather upgrade a few cheap stuff, and apparently that wasn't cheap. More like this. And that's not cheap. More like this. There we go. I don't know how many farms like that I actually do have. But I have a few. There we go. Yeah, craft workshop. So, 2,000 left. Let's build a mine. Are there any other places where we can build a mine where we haven't? There might be, but I don't see anyone. Can't afford that. And there we go, and I have money for one more, if there are any. Yes. There we go. Money well spent. So, more raiding. Okay. They are all replenished, meaning that they have they can attack right now. Okay, this is 24-pounder howitzers. What do I actually have with the main army? 24-pounders. Okay. Do I want to use just more 24-pounders? Could do that and change out these guns. Anyway, let's do like this. And I guess I can take these guys down, but I don't think they will be able to reach that in time. And attack the entrenched positions. And this is pretty much, well, it's almost the same size as the previous battle. And I'm once again fighting Stonewall Jackson. Yeah. A little bit of artillery I'll have to chase down immediately, and then we are pretty much just down to regulars. Well, infantry. Oh, except for these guys. So, onto the battlefield. So, apparently we're having a rainy day today. Oh well. Anyway, we have a ridge here where our ordnance rifles should be great at keeping and making them actually able to hit the enemy without killing my own dudes. Hopefully. Anyway, take off you, put you a bit further back. There we go. And how many batteries can I actually fit here? I guess that's it. Oh well. So, infantry. This is all of you. By the way, just place these guys in the background for the time being. So, I'll have all of you go on either sides. Like that. There we go. Actually, I could have another set of guns put up here. Let's do that. Just make sure that they're not the ones I placed in the middle. That'd be silly. This is also slightly silly. But it'll just have to be, unless yeah, I can do that. So, some more ridges. Do we have them? I guess this one? So if we make this a bit more compact, we should be able to fit another set of guns there. Actually need to make them even more compact for that to happen. So there we go. And there we go. Should be able to jump that fence with my troops. This is looking good. And they should pretty much have range over everything. So they should be able to hit, as I said, everything. Back that up with a solid howitzer battery. And we should be able to rain death and destruction. Yeah. Attack. Of course, we are fighting them in entrenched positions. But I believe we have enough artillery for that to not matter that much. Oh, I forgot to put them in a unit group. There we go. That should be everything. And not anything other than the howitzers. Oh, you're going for frontal charge. Let's see how that works out for you. If these guys will be able to reload in time, that is. And there we go. Oh. That's definitely quite deadly. Lost half of the horses pretty much immediately. And here comes the reinforcements. Led by the guy himself, Stonewall Jackson. And backed up by artillery. There we go. Should we directly target them? I guess we can do that. So let's do that. Or these guys, who are dangerously close to the battery and apparently want to attack it. So why not? Let's grant him his wishes. This Confederate militia brigade has been routed pretty solidly. And there goes the Hampton's Legion, which nevertheless managed to do a bit of damage to my troops. But I think that was actually mainly due to me hitting them with canister shots while trying to directly target fire the cavalry. So you can now fire at will, but hopefully you will target one of these guys, Confederate engineers or the volunteer infantry. And they'll probably take a bit of damage. There we go, 2 casualties. And we'll see what follows. Oh, yeah, good luck with that. Also, these guys are... Come on! Did they really manage to do that? I target fired them, didn't I? And this is what happens. And now they're pretty much going to rout. Brilliant. Well, directly target them again with howitzers with a bit more explosive shots. So that should be helping a bit. Also, you can reach all the way over there, right? Yes, you can. Oh, barely. So, let's target them. And start to outflank. But I really don't think that's needed for them to rout. Just a few more volleys from the artillery, straight to the face, should do it. And there you go, there are 7 remaining. Somehow 7 men managed to kill, how many? 72? Well, close to. They managed to fight off 72 men, so yeah, that shows you how powerful these units can actually be. Oh well, I shouldn't complain too much. I'm winning this quite handily, so I got no reason to complain, really. But why are you not broken yet? Well, there you broke, so never mind. Once again, focus fire on the enemy artillery, and hopefully we actually get a few hits. There we go. Now we all have direct orders to target fire them. So, broken, broken, and shattered. So, it should be safe to take these troops and have them help out over on this side of the battlefield. Let's push them forward, and while we do that, we are being supported by our own howitzers. But we are starting to outrange them, which is not good. But as I said, it should be fine. Though it should be mentioned that they keep getting reinforcements. Okay. So, Orphan Brigade. Let's actually stretch the line so you manage to have a firing arc on you. And Stonewall Brigade, that might be a bit tougher to break. But we should win quite handily when this flank is now able to finally come in and reinforce this flank over here. Also, how goes the destruction of the enemy artillery? Not good, because I suspect this artillery is not following my bloody orders. Let's try to fix that. And it's not a question of them being in range, because this is the one that is furthest away, and this is definitely in range, so that shouldn't be a bloody issue. And why are you routing? Iron Brigade. I thought better of you. I really did. Oh, okay, you're being attacked by artillery. I understand it now. Push forward, fast! Don't let the Iron Brigade rout. Yeah, they are definitely not taking enough casualties, but I suspect that's because they are in the forest and a lot of the trees are actually catching their bullets. Of course it works kind of the other way around as well, but usually it's worse for the troops that are outside of the forest. So, not a single amount of hurt has been put on these guys, and I'm very ashamed of you. I'm also very disappointed. Are you following my orders and just missing? That's of course a possibility, but I would have suspected that this number of, to be frank, quite accurate artillery should be able to... Yeah, there we go. They are not following my orders. Come on, guys. You're not even in fired will. I would have understood it if that had been the case, but it obviously not. Bloody hell. Oh, has actually one shot hit. Well, no. It's actually just one of the horses, I guess, has been killed, so therefore they can't take this with them, and therefore it counts as a lost gun in the battery. Oh. And I lost this. Well, we now have finally routed the Orphan Brigade. Let's hit this flank with a massive amount of firepower. And pull these guys back a bit. That's needed. Seriously, Iron Brigade. Running away. You're not even down a 2/3 of the amount of men you started with. Oh well, I guess that's enough to just rout you completely. Just making sure that these guys are targeting, they are firing as well. Oh, what happened? Did I just not select you? Guess something like that happened. So, volunteer infantry. They have been hit, and they are down a few men. And they're up against troops that are better than them. They should be better than them, anyway. And are at full numbers. Well, close to. So, this should be a fight I win. So, point blank. Come on. Come on, guys. Yes, you. Fire. Seriously, why are they not firing? Do we really need to put a direct attack order for them? Apparently that is needed. There we go. Now we're actually putting some hurt on them. There we go, that means we can pretty much push up this, and we should be able to fight away those guys. There we go, these guys have been routed, and they're actually shattered, so that's good, and let's keep advancing. Because you're definitely needed over here. Oh, melee fight time! Yay! And they are going to rout. I'm not complaining about that. There we go. Get ready to fight the volunteer infantry. And that's it actually, they're not getting any more reinforcements. So it's those guys over here, which I think I will do like this. And then we have these two brigades, and then the infamous artillery. And that's it. Unless, of course, units return to the battlefield, which is a possibility. You saw it happen here. It can happen everywhere. Anyway, I guess is the correct term. Confederate engineers. I saw them wavering. And they are definitely losing men, so soon they should not be a problem. So all of you are firing and not hitting? Are you all firing into the ground? No, these guys should definitely be in range, unless they are targeting the artillery, which is a possibility. That's probably what's happening. But actually, I would think that these guys are the bigger problem right now. At least when it comes to amounts of threat they pose. Okay, these guys are soon not going to pose a threat anymore. Because they're going to be gone. Speaking of people that should be gone, the Hood's Texans are back. They are defending their homeland. At least the entrance to their homeland. But it's our job to force them away from it. There we go, now none of them should be in melee mode. Actually, we could just charge them. Well, if it hadn't been for the fact that the regular infantry is returning. And there we go, I think we can just speed it up now. And once again, it should be a matter of time before they actually rout. Well, apparently they want to charge me. Well, not really. But they are damn close, so we can just do this, and that should be enough. Silence the artillery. And, as I said, we should be good to go. what are you doing? Who are you, by the way? Wow, this is taking a long time. What were you doing all that time? No, of course, it's reinforcements. I don't think about that. No wonder I didn't spot them until earlier. Oh, come on! Seriously. Just bugger off. Go away. Get targeted by artillery. Regular infantry. They should be routing pretty soon. So these guys are low in morale, seeing that they are being targeted by artillery, and now they're also being charged by elite units. So hopefully that'll be enough to have them rout completely. Hopefully is the key word there. So, those guys has been chased away, and it's now time to make sure that the Hood's Texans are routed off the field. And that should be the final unit left standing after those guys run away. Routing Iron Brigade. Slightly disappointed, but I guess even the toughest men can't take it all. There you go, those are broken. They're not shattered. Not yet, anyway, at the time I said that. But yeah, that should be it, right? Shattered. Shattered. Shattered, and that's it. And now these guys are shattered as well. And we won this battle as well. Yeah, one of my favorite quotes right there. What are you doing all hiding? They couldn't hit an elephant at this distance. And then he got shot. By a sniper. Oh well. The generals would soon learn the power of sniper rifles. Or higher accuracy rifles, I guess. So, we won the battle. Maybe not convincingly, but we definitely broke through right there. So, follow it up. And except for the little pass right here, we have pretty much blocked the Confederates' access to all of our lands, and their former lands, which are not Texan. Except for this, but apparently they don't want to use that. Not yet, anyway. So, we'll push forward to San Antonio, and the rest of Texas should be captured pretty soon. Probably take a few parts, but we should be able to do it pretty convincingly. At least if the battles goes as this, and they don't have like 6 massive armies hiding somewhere here, which is a possibility. I have seen them like conjure armies out of thin air, but we'll see. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this part, that you enjoyed the 2 battles you did get. So, like the part if you liked it, and comment on it, what you thought about it. And if you're watching this part and you're not subscribed to me, then you should be considering hitting that subscribe button. Other than that, I once again want to thank you guys for watching, and as always, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.